Welcome everybody to the Still Real pregame. I am your host Andy with an I, and as always we have a great show for you today. Julius Ceizar gives us more pregame tips. Andy and Bryce talk about video games and a little bit of Full Gear. Sticks and Andy go over UFC, the NFL, Impact, and some of our Full Gear picks. So today's word of the day is point. So whenever you hear the word point, go ahead, crack open your favorite pregame choice, and always pregame responsibly. Enjoy the show.
Yo, what up, motherfuckers? It's Julius _Ceizar here to hit you with them pregame tips for the streets that you need. This week's pregame was this week's pre-tips. Man, we already talked about it. 1 is eating before you go out. 2, what to eat. Now, look, I know you about to sit here and be on some shit. Hey, man, Ceizar, I had a salad. Fuck your salad. Ain't no salad gonna stick up to no full night of good drink. Bitch, you got to get some grease. You got to get some real heavy shit if you gonna make it till 2 p.m. or later, 2 a.m. or later. Fuck, I'm a little drunk. Should have pregame myself. I'm sitting there eating pork chop. You got to get some grease in your ass if you gonna last. That's what I said. That is the pregame tip of the week. Grease in the ass if you gonna last. What, you think you gonna pick up some chick at the bar at 1:15, maybe 1:45 last call? You think you about to smash and you ain't ate all day? You blacked out, son? Now you gonna wake up thirsty as a bitch like, who the hell is you? Did I wrap it up? This ain't even my home turf. I can't even cook you a Plan B omelet. Nah, bro, you got to get the grease. Get you some fast food in here. Or if not, you better take that bitch to Denny's. Get that home run slam, ho. Take it to Waffle House, 2:30 a.m., drunk as fuck. Get that All-American slam in your ass before you beat that ass, eat that ass. You know what I'm saying? You know what to do. That's your pregame tip of the week. Get the grease. Don't fast. You ain't gonna last. Get the grease in that ass. Holla at your boy. What up, Andy?
Andy with an R.
So, who's your friend?
Andy with an R.
Welcome everybody to the Still Real pregame. I am your favorite host, Andy with an I, and who do I got with me?
The co-host, Bryce.
So Bryce, did you have a good Halloween?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Well, I watched scary movies, went to my friend's house and played the N64.
Oh yeah, what'd you play on N64?
Super Smash Brothers.
Super Smash Brothers 64?
Yeah.
Do you think it's better than the new one?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like letting me, attack the enemy.
It's letting you attack the enemy?
Yeah, it's more, easier.
Okay, so it's easier. That's why you like it. So, what else did you do for Halloween?
Oh, gotta go trick-or-treating.
Oh, you did you?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get a lot of good candy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? What was your favorite bag of candy you got? Because everyone put it in bags, so what was your favorite candy you got?
My favorite candy was Nerds because I'm a nerd.
I like it because you're a nerd.
Yeah, get it?
Yeah, I get it. And we hate nerds, and we watched Friday the 13th, The New Beginning together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. So
Yeah, but it was so dumb that a bunch of people had to die.
Oh, in Friday the 13th?
Yeah.
Not in real life.
Yeah, I mean, and in the movie.
In the movie, Friday the 13th.
Why can't I articulate words?
I don't know, maybe because you're distracted? You're looking at the TV?
Oops.
Yeah, oops. So, now that Halloween's over, next one's Thanksgiving. You looking forward to Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to eat pumpkin pie.
Yeah, we kind of cheated, didn't we? We ate pumpkin pie all this week, every night, huh? Got one of those big Costco pumpkin pies, and we ate every day.
Mm-hmm.
What's after Thanksgiving?
Christmas!
Oh, yeah, what are you excited about with Christmas?
I know what I'm going to do is get the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X and
You're gonna get all those? You really think you're gonna get all that?
Yeah, because I never had a TV in my room.
Yeah, but you're only 8 years old.
What? My friend has a TV.
Well, you're not your friend. You're you. That's why you get no TV.
I know. It's just
That's why we got the man cave, so you can play in the man cave. You don't need a TV in your room.
I know. It's just.
You want to watch wrestling in your room and look at all the pretty girls.
Stop it. No, I would want to watch Disney XD, watch Parker Plays, play video games on there.
Just because you have a TV on doesn't mean you automatically get cable. But come here. We need to talk over a couple things, okay? Mm-hmm. So there's cool matches coming up tonight or Saturday. We got Orange Cassidy versus John Silver. Who do you think's going to win? This is for AEW Full Gear.
Orange Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy?
Yeah.
You like him? You think he's cool?
Yeah, and pick Orange Cassidy because he wins. Like, it's just a win, so he might win again.
Okay. What about Matt Hardy, the Delete guy?
Delete?
Or Sammy Guevara, the Spanish God?
What would the Spanish God?
You think Sammy Guevara is going to win?
Yeah.
Is it because he's a cool dude?
Yeah, if he feels cool.
Okay. And then we'll do one more match. Kenny Omega versus Hangman Page. Kenny Omega, he kind of has like the video game entrance music, remember? Kind of, it's in like...
I don't really remember, but I want the video game entrance.
Well, I didn't even tell you about our Hangman Page. Hangman Page is the cowboy. He does cowboy it.
You mean like howdy, partner?
No. He drinks whiskey and then he's got the over the top rope lariat like clothesline and he comes out. He came out on a horse on his first pay-per-view.
Whoa.
So who do you think is going to win, Kenny Omega or Hangman Page?
The video game guy.
Kenny Omega?
Yeah.
All right. Well, those are our 3 picks for Full Gear between Bryce and... Well, Bryce is picking. He thinks Kenny Omega is going to beat Hangman Page and become the number 1 contender for the AEW Championship. He thinks Sammy Guevara is going to beat Matt Hardy in a elite deletion match, and then you think Orange Cassidy, Mr. I don't give a F, is gonna beat John Silver just because Orange Cassidy's cool. All right, well,
and it shows like go down and see. No, go up, no.
Stop.
No, I'm trying to show you something.
There's nothing to show me.
Well, it shows a word that says Orange Cassidy wins.
That's not who wins. That's not who wins the match. That's who someone thinks is gonna win. So you looked at the card and you thought that's who won?
Yeah.
You're terrible.
Yeah, last time.
You're terrible. You're terrible. You're the worst. I don't even know why I interviewed you. You don't even watch AEW. All right, you got nothing to say because you're full of shame in all your lack of AEW viewingness.
Okay.
So, what do you guys say before we leave? And you make it short.
Okay.
That's already too long.
So.
Hurry up.
Here's
5
a
seconds.
joke. Gobby, never mind. Pumpkins aren't meant to be weapons, they're meant to be pie. That's a joke.
That's not a joke. It's just
because of pie. Because of pie part, because pumpkin pie.
I don't know how that's a joke.
Never mind.
All right, buddy. Say bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Hope you have a great weekend. And play as much video games as you want and earn the PlayStation 5 for Christmas or at Burger King.
Oh, yes, because we've been going to Burger King trying to win PlayStation 5.
Yep.
Good job. All right, buddy. See you later.
Andy with an R.
So, who's your friend?
Andy with an R.
Une, deux, trois. Welcome to the Still Real pregame, everybody. I'm your favorite host, Andy with an I. Rules apply to the pregame. I drop the word of the day in the intro, or maybe Monica. I don't know who does the intros nowadays. But yes, whenever you hear the word of the day, crack open your favorite pregame of choice and pregame responsibly. Who do I got on the line with me?
I'm taking back what's mine. I am the fire. Whoa. It's your boy Sticks Adam. I'm here with the main hoot himself, Andy with an I.
Fwam. I don't have a regular horn. Wait, let's see if we can hear. I'll find. I should have one. I need a soundboard here. Let's see.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Are you pre-gaming tonight?
No, I am not. I just have a bottle of H2O. That's all I got with me.
Hey, H2O. You know, H2O.
Gatorade.
H2O.
Gatorade.
I have somewhat of H2O. I have spiked seltzer water H2O with natural flavors. Pomegranate. That's round one on the pregame right now. Hopefully you can pick that up in the mic. That'd be awesome. But yes, Sticks, we didn't have a pay-per-view event, but we did have a big event over the weekend. I'm going to go over our predictions of last week. Then we can get into this week's episode of Impact. Then we can pick another UFC event because they're coming out every Saturday now. Yep. And week 8 NFL is going to be huge. It's going to be huge. And
especially after the trade deadline.
Exactly. And the Titans made some great moves, got rid of fucking some of the garbage that they've been holding on their team that had name value but didn't have any fucking value in 2020.
Yep.
Boom. And hey, cheers to the Eagles.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later. And then we'll talk a little bit of Full Gear because that's coming up on Saturday. And then we got to show some love to all wrestling communities, even though if we don't agree with them. But starting off hot, man, we got the UFC card. It was a ESPN fight night on ESPN Plus. Talk about. I wrote it from top to bottom, but on the card it started from bottom to top. So our first match was Greg Hardy versus Maurice Green. Greg Hardy, former NFL player. Maurice Green, Ultimate Fighter. I think he was semifinalist. Yeah, he was semifinalist. You might remember him from getting drunk every night and like talking shit to the women.
Yeah. That's what he's famous for.
And as suspected, we both picked Hardy for the TKO, and he got it. I was expecting in round 1. He got it in round 2.
I think the general consensus was that we thought it was going to be trouble if it made it out of the first round, but actually both guys looked pretty good coming out of the first round.
Mm-hmm. And despite what you might think about or like what people view on Greg Hardy, he's the idea of perseverance because his first fight was good, but everyone hated him because his past. And then the second fight, he was DQ'd for an illegal knee to the face to a downed opponent, which was kind of a technicality because it kind of looked like the dude was up, so I don't blame him. But everyone hated him from that. And he's come back, and he's like on a 3-fight win streak.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, so good for him. Good on him.
Do we think he's kind of turning over some people to become fans of him, or do we still kind of think that the general consensus is they don't like him?
If he keeps TKOing dudes, I don't think anyone's going to give a shit. I mean, Michael Vick got a second chance. Mike Tyson got a second chance. Greg Hardy get a second chance in 2020.
Because Hardy's not – I know he's in his 30s, but he's not too old for that heavyweight division. I mean, there's a lot of people that are on the top of that heavyweight rankings that are almost pushing 40, and if Hardy can string some wins together, especially against some top opponents, he might be in a title picture here sooner than later.
Yeah, I mean, because Stipe's gonna like who's out there for Stipe? I mean, there's a lot of like people that have name value, but they don't really have like that can go in and bang. And I think Greg Hardy needs to go deep. I think he needs to go at least 5 rounds once, and then maybe he can be ready. Stipe.
I want to say I think they're trying to angle him and Nagano again. I think.
Yeah, I know that's in the mix, and hopefully Nagano doesn't have like an issue with pulling the trigger, but like,
yeah,
even against Cormier, I mean, Nagano didn't even look that good. So
no, but not too many people look good against DC.
Yeah. I mean, it takes a special kind of person. And the thing is, like, DC is the kind of guy that just you look at him, and he's like, man, this guy can't beat anybody, and then he just fucking trashes.
Yeah, he literally looks like a dad or a bus driver. But
he's
once
like
you get
D'Lo
in there,
fucking Brown. When D'Lo Brown had that deep European title championship run, that's fucking DC. But DC was the dual champ with the fucking Olympic background.
Yep. That's the thing. You let your guard down when you go up against DC, but then it's just like this guy puts you on your back. He puts in work, and next thing you know, he's either gonna TKO you, knock you out, or he's gonna submit you.
Dude, yeah, he was throwing. He threw a Gustafson around like a bitch.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, and he threw Shogun. I think was it Shogun? He threw Shogun.
I think he did Shogun, but he also made Rumble. He also made Rumble Johnson he outclassed him. And a lot of people thought Rumble was going to win because he was on that, 2 or 3 fight win streak where he was just murking people.
Yeah, he just didn't have the gas tank to go against. No,
he didn't.
What happened to that Rumble? I heard rumblings that Rumble was coming back.
Yeah, what was that? That's been like a couple months ago, and haven't really heard anything about it. So I'm kind of.
But with COVID, it's hard to say. But But it was definitely going to be like a main event fight whenever he comes back. And
yeah. Well, I mean, it's the cliche. He's got a puncher's chance regardless of who he faces. But I mean, the guy was a knockout artist.
Yes. You hit the nail on the head. You're on point with that.
It was amazing if you go back and you look at all the weight division, like all the weight classes that he competed in.
Yeah. And it's great. Like, some people try to do it and they can't. So, like Weidman tried it. We're a big Weidman house. Weidman tried it and didn't work out. I think Wonder Boy tried it, didn't work out.
Yeah, I see they're working on getting Wonder Boy a fight, I believe.
Well, it would be nice after that that last fight with Pettis. I think Pettis got lucky with that off the fence Superman punch, but I mean,
Pettis has a couple of those fights where he literally just pulls something out of nowhere and gets either the points decision or he actually gets a finish.
It's like the Cowboy syndrome, Cowboy goes like on a 5-fight like streak where he's supposed to like lose every fight, and then then he gets a big fight and doesn't show up.
Yeah, and that sucks because Cowboy's such a really good guy. There isn't really anything against Cowboy that you could hate. Yeah. I mean, the guy literally just comes out. He's either gonna lose trying to finish a guy, or he's gonna give you a spectacular finish.
Mm-hmm. Well, moving on. We got a little deep in that one, but it's nice. I love it. This is fun stuff. Bryce Mitchell versus Ander Feely. We both picked Mitchell. Went to decision. Mitchell won. Unanimous decision, I think.
Oh yeah,
I think it was unanimous.
I thought it was going to be like some 20. I thought he lost at least one round, but I think there was like 129-28. Otherwise, the rest were 30-27. So
I'm trying to. It doesn't say the car. I could have swore by unanimous, but whatever.
Yeah. He outclassed Feely. I mean, he got the takedowns. Was on him, was going for submissions.
Yeah, he got 7 takedowns too.
Yeah.
So
he looked super good super good with the camo, baby.
The camo trunks, Arkansas on the map, and the camo trunks. You can't deny that he deserved it. So both.
He looked good.
So far, we're tied. Hardy and Mitchell, we both got that. But this is where you start to pull apart because in the next match, TKO from Uriah Hall to Anderson Silva, which I thought was a pretty competitive fight till the end of that third round.
They both spent the first round kind of feeling each other out. There was like a little bit of tense. They were a little tense because nobody didn't really want to do anything. But after that first round, we got a little bit of opening up.
And I was watching Anderson doing like the little paw action, and I thought he was gonna like keep pawing at him to make Uriah just believe that's gonna come, and then he's gonna like feint a paw, and come with the left. But I mean, he connected on a few, even after the knockdown. But I thought that was a weird stoppage by Herb. But I know he feels bad after like 3 months ago when Dan Hardy was like crucifying him. But
it all changed after Hall got that knockdown at the end of the second round, and you can kind of feel a little bit of the tide turning, and then they got the finish in the third.
So unfortunate for Silva to go out on a TKO, but he went deep. He went 4 rounds. I mean, the dude's like in his 40s. So like
45. I thought I didn't know he was 45. I thought maybe mid 40s but then the more they start talking about like his debut and all this stuff, and then they put the age up there, I'm like, holy crap, this guy has been still like one of the top of the division in his 40s. It's just amazing.
Yeah, and if Uriah Hall never gets a title shot, I mean, at least he got that signature win. Some people would take that over a title any day, and bravo to Uriah Hall at this point in his career. But you're winning, so let's go to NFL.
Here's where the avalanche starts.
NFL was, my eyes were on one game this week, and like I always tell everybody, I'm a Titans fan. I understand this. It's really tough to pick them, which I know I didn't pick them, and they always play to the level of their competition. They could be 15-0 and play against an 0-15 team and either win by a field goal or lose by 32. So like, it's just how the Titans be. I be an Oilers fan. Like, I know this shit, man. They've given up one of the biggest leads in significant history to the Bills. So
I thought they'd be a little bit more active in the trade deadline. I mean,
I was expecting to go off Stephon Gilmore. Like I was really expecting.
The move to pick up Desmond King, which I watched him play at the University of Iowa. He's a really good corner. I think he's been voted an all pro at both, I think, corner and as a kick returner. He's a really good corner, but I thought they'd at least go after somebody who could rush the passer. I mean, Clowney's kind of been he really hasn't been.
He's tired. He comes off a lot. He's tired, and
they just released Beasley. Didn't
get
they?
rid of that fuck. Jesus Christ, man!
This is the second stop.
And Jonathan Joseph, they got rid of his ass too. I mean, I'm not a professional football player, but fuck, man. I mean, they don't pay my bills, and fuck them. So whatever.
Well, when you see somebody, especially like Clowney, who's making close to like $20 million, and the guy's has he even got any QB hurries this year? It's like, come on, man. That's the whole reason why the team signed you. It's not. You don't have to necessarily sack the quarterback, but if you can make him rush some throws, then you're going to earn your money. And that's what's going to kill him.
Here's a thought, Titans. Don't get rid of Jarrell Casey, and you don't need a fucking Clowney. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But whatever. Make Tannehill take a pay cut or something. I mean, you got rid of Mariota, so keep Jarrell Casey. But whatever. I'm sorry. I'm just
No. This is something that should be talked about because they're going to win that division. I don't care what you a lot of people can say, well, what about the Colts? But Phillip Rivers isn't going to put together a consistent season to keep them in the game.
He's always been a thorn in the Titans side as a quarterback against the Titans. Phillip Rivers loves to shine, and I've felt it every step of like all 17 years fucking Phillip Rivers has been in the NFL, or however many fucking years he's been in.
Well, that offense is good. It's just going to be that defense, and that's what sucks for that team, because that team, we saw them make so much noise last year in the playoffs,
Yeah.
And we know that, and you know that the potential is there for that again.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you just make a few little tweaks here and there, now maybe they're going to wait until like some players get released and then maybe pick up a guy here and there. But you're there. You're just a couple of players away on the defensive side, which they addressed one of them. They got a corner. So if you could get like an average, like not like a top notch pass rusher, but if you can get somebody who can come in and on second, third downs, help you get some pressure and then get the ball back over to the offense. I mean, the offense could, especially with Henry, they can keep the other offense on the sideline and put up points regardless.
Well, yeah, they had, so when they made it to the Super Bowl, they had Keith Bullock. They had the freak, Javon Curse. That's two dudes right there. I mean, there's the Dice. You got Andre Dyson. Yeah. And Samari.
Did they have Eddie George? Yeah,
they had Eddie George too. So they had they had big names. They had Dyson. They had Roll. They had the free safety was Blaine Bishop. Like they were deep. And then to get back to the Super Bowl, they got D-End from the Rams, who they lost to in the Super Bowl, to get back to the Super Bowl. But, they choked against, I think it was the Raiders the next year, but whatever. But it's okay.
Yeah, I felt your pain. I saw that. I didn't get a chance to watch the game, but I was watching the scoreboard. I'm like, what are we doing here, guys? It's like, I understand Joe Burrow's. He's going to probably win Rookie of the Year. He's showing glimpses of why he was the number one pick, but it's like that team isn't that good. Well, they should be winning. They should have at least won by 2 touchdowns.
At this point of the year, I wouldn't count Burrow winning because everyone's up to his ass for fucking throwing 98 yards. Like he's the fucking reigning MVP right now.
Yeah, but I
don't know why.
I think the whole part of the reason why they started him was I think they want to get a head start on seeing if he's actually the quarterback of the future or not, because they got 2 first-round picks next year.
Yeah. Trevor Lawrence, what up? But
Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields.
Yes, Fields is going to be the better quarterback to pick. I mean, Trevor Lawrence is just a name and a haircut. Yep. But what do I know?
Well, they were talking that the kid that they just started for Clemson at quarterback this last weekend, there's been rumblings that as like just a pure quarterback, that kid's better than Lawrence. Like he can make all the throws and he's mobile, but it's just a matter that you got Trevor Lawrence on your team.
Yeah. Why would you fuck with a good thing?
Yeah.
But fuck it. It happened to Jalen Hurts, right?
Mm-hmm.
It happened with Tua, so fuck it. I mean, but we'll see. I mean,
yeah. If we wait long enough, Jalen's going to be starting for my Eagles.
Yeah, it's going to happen. And
yeah.
And if you're, I don't even know why you're worried. I think no one should ever take a quarterback in the first round because I mean, look at Russell Wilson. He's on pace right now to break Peyton Manning's touchdown record with DK Metcalf, and he was like a third round pick. Was third or?
Yep, that's why. Yeah, because that's the reason why he wears the number 3 is he was picked in the 3rd round.
Yeah, so fuck it. All right, sorry. Let's get to the picks. Let's get to the picks. All right, let's do the picks. I know Monica's like, I want to go to bed tonight. It's like, oh, yeah, go to bed tonight. All right, so your picks went a little bit different than mine because I took a long time to make my picks, but we both picked KC. So boom.
Looks super good on that.
Yeah. So right now, Andy's at 1, 2, and you're at 1, 2, 3. You're at 4. All right, cool. And then we both picked the Rams. Yeah, that wasn't a good idea. I didn't fucking Tua fucking
92 fucking yards. And
I thought it was 98. 92?
Yeah, 92.
Oh man.
And they fucking beat them.
Yeah, ain't that some shit?
Well, I think they said it was last time a rookie quarterback threw for under 100 yards and the team got the win was back when Donovan McNabb played for the Eagles back in
Mr. I didn't know you could tie himself.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's a tough break for any Rams fan. Where the hell? Okay, there we go. Green Bay. We both choked on that one.
Fuck.
Titty fucking Christ, man. You like that? You like that?
It was one guy. You had 4 tuds and
Yeah.
200 and something, was it 226 or 206 total yards to Dalvin Cook, who I think that was like his first game back from like being injured. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well,
Come on.
that's insane. That is insane.
Fuck, I don't care if you put 11 guys in the fucking box. I mean, if you know this guy, if this guy already breaks away for like 1 touchdown run, you should fucking know that they're probably going to just feature the offense through him.
Yeah, pretty much. Stack the box.
Shit.
Stack the box. Thielen ain't doing shit this year.
What was it? Cousins only threw like, what, 14 times, I think?
Yeah. You don't need to when you're fucking running that hot.
Shit.
All right, now we're tied again because you picked Cleveland. And I picked Nolans.
Christ.
And I don't know what the hell happened in that Cleveland game. Fucking A.
What was it? I think they said there was like 40-mile-per-hour winds.
Yeah,
think
those
they're in
kids were
Cleveland.
crazy. So
Fuck.
So Mother Nature, fuck Cleveland. That wasn't a home game. That wasn't even a
this
home
is
game.
This is the second time I've picked against the fucking Raiders. I think I'm done picking against them for the rest of the year.
Yeah, like when I do these things for money, dude, I never pick against Phillip Rivers and I never pick against the Raiders. And they usually come through in the clutch. It's just the teams you expect to win.
Mm-hmm.
Never win. New pregame, I'm on to my Elysian Contact Haze IPA. So boom. All right, so I picked New Orleans, so now we're tied. I went Buffalo. Good call on my part. Dude,
Yeah.
Cam Newton had my butthole clenching, but thank God fucking he was holding that ball like a loaf of bread.
Christ. Yeah.
Boom, popped out.
Mm-hmm.
Your next pick was Tennessee. I never pick my team unless like it's against the Seahawks, and I did that once and it worked and I won $75.
Hey.
Boom. I picked Philadelphia. Boy, was that a great pick.
It was dicey in the beginning, but
I think Jerry Jones picked Philadelphia.
He might be smart to start doing that himself.
Just fuck it. Race for Trevor Lawrence.
Shit.
Dude, Cowboys are one fucked up team.
Fuck, they're on their what? Second different starting quarterback this week. I think they said it was either going to be Cooper Rush or was it Garrett Gilbert or something like that?
Matthew JH 138 starting for
No shit.
He's starting for the Dallas Cowboys.
God.
And the fucking Jets.
And you know the shitty thing's going to be, since they're quote unquote America's team, they're going to be on fucking TV every Sunday or Sunday night, Monday night. We're just going to have to sit there and watch a team that just doesn't want to fucking
It's going to be like fucking Bird Box, the dude just holding your eyes open. I don't want to watch the fucking Cowboys.
Yep.
The Cowboys season, I don't mean to get political. The Cowboys season represents the election of the last 2 days.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Straight up. No one gives a fuck.
It's a shit show. It has been a shit show.
All right. So on to TB12. And he narrowly pulled that off. Tom Brady, he narrowly pulled that off.
Oh shit.
I think that's a big score for the defense on that one.
They got lucky on that non-pass interference call.
Mm-hmm. TB's finally getting his love back from the referees. They're like, he's on this team now.
It took him to move to Tampa Bay to finally beat the fucking Giants.
Yes. You're right. You got it. Go to Costco. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. Okay, so I'm at 7 and you're at 5. Let's go for shits and gigs. Let's do the combined score. It's 48. Sticks, you hit that shit on the dot. I'm going to give you a point for that.
Ooh.
You hit that on the fucking dot, dude.
Thanks for the mercy point. Appreciate that.
No, you deserve that. That's a deserved point.
Oh, I don't know about that. That's just fucking luck, man.
Yeah, sure it's luck, but like if you're looking at a Monday night game, it's prime time. it's either going to be a blowout or a close game. You're always safe going between 42 and 58 just because you never know how the fucking the dong's going to swing. And that's why I went with 44. I undercut that shit because I wasn't sure if the Giants were going to show up. But when in doubt, if you're ever going for a tiebreaker, I always, like, as a gambling man, I always go with, like, in the between 42 and 58.
Yeah. No, that's a good philosophy.
And on like a Chiefs, on a Chiefs game, you got to go 62 to 72.
Oh God, yeah.
They have the power to go deep.
Well, that Chiefs team could roll out of bed and put up about 40-something points just sleepwalking.
Dude, remember that Monday night game between the Chiefs and the Rams, and they both like scored like 48 fucking points?
That was possibly the best Monday night game like ever.
I'll never forget that game because I was watching on my phone. I was working out outside on my front lawn, and I'm like doing lunges, and I'm just fucking listening to the crowd getting hype as fuck, and I have it full blast on my phone. I was connected to a speaker, and then like I give zero shits about my neighbors. You got a problem, tell the HOA, you know?
Yeah.
And they appreciate me because I work out late as fuck at night in my little short shorts, scaring off all the robbers.
Neighborhood watch in full effect.
Yeah, got my neighborhood crotch out.
You come in this neighborhood, I'm gonna hit you with my dong stick.
It's so funny, like when like the rare occasion when I work out in the morning, because I'm not nursing a hangover. I'll work out in the morning, and I'll be like, I'm on this. Like I have these they're practically underwear, but the fact that they have like underwear liners in them, it's like a cheap excuse to be like short shorts, and like I'm like out there working out in my underpants, and I see the old ladies breaking necks, turning raisins into grapes, dude. Their old shriveled up clitoris is getting wet. Straight dusting in their Depends.
You still got it, Andy.
Yes, I got it with the old ladies in my neighborhood. That's about it. That's about as high as my stock rises. That's why I had to lock that Monica shit down, because I was never going to get another woman like her. I was never. It's like she must be blind or something. So wife that shit up.
No shit.
Oh man. But yes, the pregame juices are flowing through my veins. I won 7-6 because I can respect that 48 call. Congratulations to you, my sir. But I am the victor again.
Two in a row, man.
I don't know what the stipulation is. Maybe we'll just go to the ending. Maybe we'll let the fans decide if they ever fucking get involved. Yeah,
we could do that.
Yeah, all you guys from Bangladesh and Nigeria that like us, give me a stipulation for the loser. Loser cuts his hand off? I don't know. What's up?
Yeah, let's not go with that one. Preferably not that one, or not to have me ride like a Bengal tiger or something.
Ooh, ride a tiger like Putin. Oh, all right. Are you ready to talk about the greatest wrestling program of all time?
Let's do it.
Whoa, we own the night. Whoa. They start hot tonight. After the Who Shot Johnny Bravo, Tommy Dreamer, Scott D'Amore shit, they go right into the Impact, the Knockouts Championship match between Su Yung, Dead Titties, and Deonna Purrazzo with Kimberly.
They started out and went straight to the point.
Yes, they did. And I showed Monica what used to be Susie, that is now Su Yung. And she's like, she looks fucking weird. I was like,
hey, I didn't know this. Did you know her and Rich Swann are married?
No effing way.
I looked that up today.
I saw the pictures of them. Like, I saw it. No fucking way.
According to Wikipedia, they've been married since 2017.
So she's the reason why he got fired from WWE.
Yep.
Well, now she's dead.
Hey, those dead ass titties, man. Those dead ass titties, man. They make you go crazy.
Oh man. Hold on, before we get any. Speaking of WWE, shout out to Mr. Andy with an I. I gotta toot my own fucking horn.
Yes.
I was on Monday Night Raw in the fucking Thunderdome, repping the brand Still Real After Party T-shirt.
Hell yeah.
I got on the screen. Bryce's little punk booty just went upstairs because he got bored because the guy was yelling at us who to cheer for and who to boo at, and he was trying to boo the people that he wanted to. Like, he wanted to do his own thing. They go like, no, you gotta boo. No,
Fucking
big
fun
boos,
haters.
big boos, and we're like cheering. And then Bryce's like, "Can I go upstairs?" Like, yeah, man.
Yeah, shout out. We pub the shit out of all that stuff. If you guys want to take a look, check out on still real pregame, still real to us, and my Instagram. Put it all in our stories, showing that the main event himself made it on TV.
And I would be doing it too for Impact if they had a freaking LED board.
God, they should seriously think about that. That'd be awesome.
Ballsy, at least for like pay-per-views.
Oh yeah.
All right. Sorry for that tangent. But Deonna Purrazzo, Kimberly won, but via disqualification because there was a chair introduced. And Su Yung ain't having that shit. You bring a chair in the fucking ring, she gonna hit you with it.
She don't fuck around, man. Her and those dead ass titties. You're gonna bring a weapon, she's gonna use it on you.
Yes. And good thing Deonna Purrazzo was not pregnant, because she hit her right in the tummy, and we live by a rule: you gotta yeetus the fetus or get diabetes.
them are words to live by, man.
Su Yung yeetus the fetus so she didn't get diabetes. Oh God. But
kids remember that, and keep that stored inside, because that will come in handy to you down the road.
Yeetus the fetus or get diabetes. But so that match happened, and we'll talk about that later when it all comes down to Heath signing his contract. Heath comes to the back in the same conference room where Scott Tuggles D'Amore. Sorry, I listen to Conan a lot. They call him Tuggles. D'Amore was ready to sign the contract, but he remembered that he looked a little injured coming out of the Collier shot. So he was like, "You ain't gonna sign no contract." And then I thought it was funny. He's like, "Prove me wrong. Storm out of the room. Prove me wrong." Yep. But
push pause on it. Told him to rehab, and we'll see you in a couple of months.
This is pretty cool. This is pretty funny. Like, they've been holding off. Heath is obviously signed, but
yeah,
it's still real to us. Damn it, right?
Damn straight.
So they're holding this contract over his head, and he hasn't signed shit yet officially. And I'm doing air quotes here.
Quote unquote.
Yeah, there you go. Same thing. That's why I beat my dicks with sticks and rub my clits with sticks.
Hey, we don't fuck around. We get right to the point.
And so no contract signed. Heath wobbles out of the room, and I forgot this dude's name. Deanna's. He's not even a lawyer. What do you call himself? He calls himself
a barrister or something like that.
Barrister, yeah, came in.
Yeah.
Tuggles had Scott D'Amore he didn't even want to hear him fucking talk. He's like, "Look, dude, you can have a fucking shot at Su Yung at Turning Point," because the Behringer was all up in arms. Mr. Evans was up in arms how Deonna won. She won via disqualification. She didn't get the title. Fuck it. D'Amore's like, "Turning Point, it's all yours." And that was that was that.
Yeah, Turning Point, you'll get your rematch. Anything goes, no DQ, all that stuff. So that way they could be a definitive winner.
AKA Su Young's gonna beat your ass no matter what, because she's the original Fiend. She's the Kane. She's female Abyss. You can't fucking beat her. And whenever Kylie Ray gets done with her fucking up syndrome or whatever the fuck she's got going on with her, because she's like sad and whatever. I mean, I'm glad she's getting help. Whatever.
Yeah, if she comes back, that's the big thing.
I'm saying when she comes back, because she will come back and she will defeat Su Yung sometime in the summer. Bold prediction, but whatever. Then another.
It's not a prediction. It's a spoiler.
Boom. Spoiler. Dead titties will be resurrected just to be dead again. When I think of Yeetus fetus, I think of Mae Young giving birth to the hand.
Oh my God.
Yeetus fetus and fucking Mark Henry had diabetes.
Oh God, I've tried to get rid of that image so much.
I just want to know why it was so jelly. The hand was like covered in some sort. It looked like like the weenies in a can. What's it called? Vienna sausages. It's just like a Vienna sausages. Little jelly in the. Oh God.
Straight out of the clam can itself.
Whenever you think of a Yeetus fetus, just picture it covered in that jelly.
Just picture the Vienna sausage juice.
And someone's got to tell Eddie Edwards, you're not a singer, bro. But the next segment was
him and Rich Swan were duetting, man. They might have their next job on their hands there.
It was more like Rich Swan doing all the work and fucking Eddie Edwards, putting in the oohs and the ahs.
Yeah.
They pretty much talk backstage saying they're going to get ready for their match because Eddie has a history with Sammy and EY. So,
yep.
Poor Eddie, dude. He's an afterthought now. It kind of sucks.
He's an afterthought. He's a horrible husband and doesn't even know where the fuck his wife's at.
Fucking alopecia herself is gone.
We had no alopecia on this episode.
Do you know what alopecia is? I just found it. Monica told me what alopecia is. Do you know what it is?
I think I have a vague idea, but
all right, I'll go ahead. I'll tell you what Monica told me. Monica was alopecia is like when a person they're bald. They just have no hair.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's so bad. It's like my balls once a month, So my balls.
Well, alopecia could be wearing a wig, man.
Oh damn, yeah, maybe that's why she.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
She wasn't on the man alopecia.
Yeah.
At this point in the game,
she might be bald on top, and she might have that fucking Chewbacca in the tights.
Dude, that's just like me. Like I got no hair on my arms. Like when we meet in person, you'll see my arms. You're like, dude, where's the hair? It's on my nipples and my asshole. That's all. Like I got the lion's mane around my nipples, and I got I got Cousin It hiding my butthole. He's just.
He's trying to smuggle Cousin It in the backside.
Yeah, cousin. I'm sitting on Cousin It's face, and he's doing the ABCs right now. It's fucking crazy. Yes, so that was a short segment, and then we go into Chris Bay versus Trey Miguel, and I don't understand the animosity between Bay and Miguel, but I saw it at the end. Chris Bay hits him with was it second rope stunner in the corner?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah,
to get the W. I mean,
pretty good match.
Everything you expect from a Chris Bay and Trey Miguel. So
yeah, it was a good X Division match.
You can put this in like 3 different matches on the night, and I still won't be upset.
No, it was a good match. It was good to see it. Both guys are really good performers.
Yep, and then we go to commercial, and then we go right into locker room talk with Madison Rain, Jordan Grace, Tennille Dashwood, and John. What was it? No, not Johnny Bravo.
Swinger, yeah.
No,
it was a Swinger.
I almost said Bravo.
Big Daddy
with the fucking biceps. Monica, she was telling me that looked like a bad fucking casting couch situation. And Madison Rain looked like she was about to tell Johnny Bravo to just start jerking off for her pleasure. And I was like, oh my Lord.
Now that you say that, and I'm thinking about it, yeah, that is a really bad casting couch situation.
And then she brought more things. I think, it's the funny thing is like Monica sees the women like I'm attracted to that aren't her, and she looks at herself and she always thinks like, man, I must be ugly as fuck.
Oh.
She says that shit all the time. It's pretty funny. And then so because I'm saying that because Jordan Grace comes on and she's like, is that the baby? I was like, yes, Monica, it's the girl who looks like a baby. And Jordan Grace comes on, and then Tennille Dashwood and Caleb, that poser cunty with a K.
That Costco Caleb with a K.
He comes on. Monica was she was infatuated with how Jordan Grace's voice was so deep compared to how she looks.
Yeah.
And then I started realizing, oh yeah, she kind of sounds like Lunch Lady Doris from like The Simpsons. But I mean, it still doesn't change. It still doesn't change my boner. My boner stays rock hard all the time with Jordan Grace. There's a funny segment though. They make it seem like Jordan Grace and Tennille are going to become a tag team for the Knockouts Tag Team Championship that's coming back for what's the pay-per-view? It's coming in 8 weeks.
Oh, I don't.
It's not Turning Point. It's
Fuck.
Hard Target.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
I'm a genius. Hard Target.
You are a genius.
I'm right. I got it, and I went to Costco earlier, so fuck it. And then boom, swerve. Tennille Dashwood's like, yeah, the person who's gonna be my partner is right here in this room. And Jordan Grace kind of get a little like excited. She goes, Madison Rayne, do you want to be my tag team partner? Tennille and Madison Rayne might be a tag team. I doubt it because I think Madison Rayne's done, right?
Don't they have aren't they supposed to have a match next week or in a couple weeks here?
Oh, really?
I think they advertise. I think they're going against your pick to win the Knockouts tag team belts.
Ooh, snap! So Madison and Tennille are a tag team.
I want to say I think it's next week, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure I thought I saw them advertise it for some time coming up here.
Well, that's amazing. And I would love to see Havoc in the ring. I was pissed that she was not even on the show tonight.
Yeah, I know.
Just a picture in the segment about fucking who shot Johnny Bravo.
Because I usually catch the Impact replay on her Twitch stream, and the last couple ones every once in a while she'll do like some commentary and just do some talking and stuff like that. But the last couple of times when I watched on there, she hasn't even been on screen. Like it's just been pretty much just like a replay of it on her Twitch stream. So
yeah. Well, this ends with Caleb trying to set a picture up between Madison and Tennille. Jordan Grace gets up and she's like, oh, can I see your phone really quick? Grabs Caleb's phone, throws it. Haha, funny. Tennille gives Caleb a phone. And the only reason why I'm bringing this up is because I saw a production person behind Caleb throw a hand, like do a shoo hand at Swinger to go get in the picture, and then kind of ended with the girls being disgusted, as they always are with Johnny Swinger.
Yeah.
But that was that. Then we go into another backstage segment because Impact is about sticking to the fucking stories. And
yes.
It
gets just about they get most of their talent work every episode.
Exactly. And it's about the ref, Brandon Tully, being interviewed by Tommy Dreamer about being a suspect in the shooting of Johnny Bravo. Yep. I think I said last week that Tully might be a suspect, even though I didn't know his name last week. Tully might be a suspect because Johnny Bravo shit on him hard after a match. But it really kind of ended in a weird way. I think Johnny Bravo not Johnny Bravo. Johnny Swinger showed up.
Yeah, because both him and the Diener, one of the Dieners showed up because they both said they had a match, and then I think
Cody Diener, fucking Dollar General Edge.
Because then what was it? I think I don't remember if it was either Dreamer or Swinger said, well, "Who's your match against?" And then
they both said it to each other. Swinger and Diener said it to each other. Who's your match against? It's me. It's you.
Because then Dreamer did the match time. They're like, we're not in Wrestle House anymore, Tommy.
Boom. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Monica was confused the whole time. She was like, what the fuck's going on? I was like, you didn't watch, so don't worry.
Oh, man.
You have to be in. You
got to stay up to date. Come on now. You can't just dip in and out of watching this. You got to stay in. You got to be fully invested.
The other thing that fucking pisses me off, like I know half the housewives' names and I know what beefs they have and what housewife is beefing with another housewife. And she can't even remember that Wrestle House happened. This shit pisses me off.
Yeah, where's the mutual respect? You take the time out of your schedule to stay up to date with everything that's going on, and she can't even give like 2 hours out of just one day to keep intact, keep storylines, keep up to date, all that stuff. The disrespect.
Yeah, very, because each show tailors to the opposite sex in a certain way. Because I'm watching a show about a bunch of bitches with fake titties and fake everything hate each other. And she's watching that show, and I'm like watching with her, and I'm watching a show, and she's watching with me. It's a bunch of buff dudes with no clothes on, touching each other. So the least you can do is pay attention to the names.
Exactly.
And who's involved with what? Because Wrestle House was the best part of the summer.
Damn straight it was.
And that's the point I'm trying to make.
Yes.
And then we go into in-ring segment. We're supposed to have a defeat Rohit challenge. But nothing happened because he's pretty much defeated everybody.
Yeah.
And TJP came out. Give me a match. I'm better than you. I've done this longer than you. I've forgot more about wrestling than you've learned about wrestling. Blah, 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 blah. That's TJ talking to Rohit. Rohit's like, whatever. Get the fuck out of my ring, bro. And then TJ eventually throws hot tea on him, which I spilled tea on my hand. That shit hurts like a bitch. And Rohit needs to go to acting school because that shit didn't look like he just looked like he threw water on him.
Yeah.
And they fought, blah, blah, blah. They go back to the back. And guess what? There's another backstage segment. Mean Gia interviews Chris Sabin. Chris Sabin, blah, blah, blah. Oh, fight. Who did he say he wanted to fight? He challenged someone from Triple XL, right?
Yeah, he talked about how Walking Weapon injured Alex Shelley at Bound for Glory, and then they are backstage doing a segment that following Tuesday, and Triple XL sandwiches Shelley, and now he's going to show why he's one half of the greatest tag team in all of wrestling.
Yep, there you go. And the only reason why I was distracted about who he challenged is because Monica and I were trying to figure out what movie Chris Sabin belonged in. And I was like thinking he was an extra in Jason versus Freddy. And she said he belongs in a mid-2000s band as like what, Sum 43? And and we were just arguing back and forth. So I kind of missed who he challenged. I just remember he was talking about how people took out Alex Shelley.
Yeah, I don't remember who he is actually facing, but I didn't know if he actually called out somebody or just specifically, or if he just called out anybody from.
I'm checking my notes. I did take notes. Someone from Triple XL.
Yeah.
So, most likely he's gonna go off not AC Romero. God damn it, Larry D.
Was it Larry D? Yeah.
Larry D. I that's my assumption. I'll predict that he's going against Larry D. But guess what? There's another backstage segment, and that's Rohit talking to Scott D'Amore, and then TJP comes back, and D'Amore had enough of this bullshit. He's like, "Look, you're going to go against him for the X Division Championship. Rohit, you can't do any chicanery or any deplorable stuff. No cheating, no countouts, no disqualification." He pretty much said that without saying that.
Yeah, he pretty much just told him you got to wrestle a clean match.
Don't be a bitch.
Yeah.
He told, don't be a bitch. Because Diamore looks like he's running out of fucking Tums.
Yeah.
He was a sweaty
Yeah.
mess at this point.
Oh, yeah.
And then he told TJ, he's like, look, TJ, if you lose this, you got no more shots as long as Rohit's champion. So you either win fair, Rohit, and you either win or not even get anything. I don't give a fuck. And then he pretty much said, I'll give you a first-class ticket to India and send you there. But it's pretty interesting. I don't know if they said that's going to Turning Point or not.
I want to say I think it might be next week on TV.
Oh man! So TJ ain't winning shit then.
Yeah, which is really odd because you wouldn't want to kind of disqualify him from being in at least somewhat still in the title picture.
Well, I still think they want Jordan Grace to be in the title picture because she didn't lose at Bound for Glory. And
No, she didn't.
She doesn't have a tag team partner for the tournament. So why not give her a shot?
Yeah.
Big Mama Pump. She's got a new calendar coming out.
I saw that. You have yours on pre-order?
I haven't talked to Boss about that yet. If I get
You need to tell her either you can order that calendar or the boss lady has to make up her own calendar for you.
I got enough in my phone for calendars. But I mean, most likely I'll be able to find it for free on the internet. So
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a good thing.
It's like, why would I pay for a Bang Bros subscription if like you can get that anywhere, you know?
So, if you just spend like a couple of minutes on Twitter and you can just find a freaking account that has all the like 4 or 5 minute clips of that just into like different tweets.
Yep, I'll just find some fake Jordan Grace fan page and get the calendar before it goes down.
Yeah.
And then we go to the main event, and you're not talking about me. We're talking about the tag team champion Ethan Page with Josh Alexander versus Doc Gallows with Carl Anderson. And this was a long match. It was like, I think it started at 35 between the two, like 1 hour and 35 minutes into the 2 hour mark.
Yeah.
So it went pretty far. Wait, is this the main event?
No, the main event was Sammy and EY versus. Yeah. I think this was technically the co-main. Yeah, the co-main.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You know. Thank God, dude. I've had too much pregame in me. So Josh Alexander gets involved, and there's some distraction going on. Oh damn! Did I miss the Diener match, or did that happen way after that? Oh no, that's next. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes.
Okay.
Yeah, tag team champion, Ethan Page. He pretty much gets super kicked and he goes down. The way he sold that super kick was hilarious. He looked like a tree falling in the woods.
What was it? I think the Impact Twitter page put the GIF up of it, and it was like they said the Leaning Tower of Page or something like that.
Yes.
I know between on Instagram, Twitter, I say that this guy, him and Alexander are the best tag team, but this guy,
it's just
we all know whenever they decide to do a singles run with him, this guy is gonna be gold.
He's gonna be golden like a fucking shower, and I love it. But he took the L, and the Good Brothers, looking tall. They haven't set up a tag team like championship match. So
yeah, they did.
They did?
Yeah, I believe it's a Turning Point.
Is it?
I believe so. I thought I saw on Twitter that they announced it because I think next week is Alexander versus Machine Gun, which I figured was probably what was going to happen. But I thought I saw late Tuesday night, early this morning that they had said that was going to be one of the matches at Turning Point.
Oh, I'm a little shocked because I thought with what happened with Machine Gun over the holiday weekend, we wouldn't have a tag team title match. But yes, Machine Gun Anderson has been labeled a cheater by his ride or die, his hot Asian wife.
Yeah.
Did you
It
see
was
the
just-
picture?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
man.
did. Because I saw it, and just like a lot of people, I thought it was some kind of like joke. But then following it like later in the day, you find out what was going on. But then I think I saw it was either yesterday or something like that. I don't know if he put out, I think he put out an IG post, and he was saying something about how everything's all cleared up, everything's fine, and something about how I don't know if him and his wife were trying to do like a gimmick and it didn't go right or something like that. So
That don't look like no fucking gimmick.
I know. It's one of those, there's some things that you can run gimmicks about, but something like that, he very, outside of just doing the whole hot Asian wife thing, it's like he very rarely brings like his family into things. So it's like, why would you try to do that as a gimmick?
Yeah, that her post definitely reminded me of situations.
Mhm.
And there's too much realism in her post
Oh, yeah.
to be a gimmick.
Yeah.
All right, now back on track. So we'll find out. I'll do some research to figure out if that is a match at Turning Point. But after that, Swoggle was interviewed by me and Gia, and then his interview was ruined by Brian Myers, who straight up punked him. He made fun of his book, and then he threw his ass on the ground. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. Do you think we can get a match out of this?
Actually, I'm looking at the Impact Twitter page. Turning Point, Swoggle, and Brian Myers.
No way.
I will send you the freaking picture right now.
Dude, and I think Brian Myers shot fucking Johnny Bravo. Fuck it. That's my new suspect. He's not on the list.
Very well could have.
He's not on the list, but he's a piece of shit right now, so fuck it. At this point, it doesn't even fucking matter.
I still think that it was. I still think it'll come down to either being made Taya or even Rosemary herself.
But Rosemary needed his virgin.
Oh yeah.
His virgin ass. Oh yeah, dude, you're right. Turning Point Tag Team Championship match. Look at you, Sticks. That's why I beat my dicks with you.
Hey, baby. When we talk about this stuff, you got to pay attention to all of it.
Yeah, I know. I'm a little distracted. All right, so thank you.
That's understandable. It's
Thank
understandable. You. I got your back.
I thought we were at the main event and we had like 6 more segments. Next was the Diener versus Johnny Swinger match. Swinger hits Cousin Jake with the fucking Cody Diener. He's Cody Diener with the gimmick bag.
The sweet fanny pack, baby.
You have any favorite parts from that match?
No, I thought it was a nice filler match. I mean, I don't really see outside of just being a filler. I mean, it was just a match to get both guys on, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, one thing about Impact is that they keep their talent busy, regardless if it's matches in the ring or just backstage segments. So
I think, yeah, my big fun part of this match is the hip toss that was blocked and then the bicep
Yeah.
that was outside of that. I mean, it was just a match. No need for it to happen, but fuck it. Any reason to get them on the TV? I love it.
Well, also too, I guess I think it was is this like the second or third match that the fanny pack had either been involved in or they teased it? Because I think
Johnny one was Crazy Steve.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So I guess now you got to kind of pay attention to make sure the swing man doesn't pull out his super fanny pack.
I just reminded myself, Crazy Steve, it might have been the monkey that shot Bravo. You know how like it was Maggie Simpson who shot Mr. Burns, and they keep doing this whole like Simpsons who shot Mr. Burns thing with who shot Johnny Bravo, like all the things. I definitely think it might be the monkey.
It could, because when they showed when they were showing all the bits and pieces of when Bravo was berating everybody. They did show Crazy Steve covering his monkey's ears when he was getting berated. So
Boom. Might as well be. Bold prediction. Alopecia wears a wig and she killed Johnny Bravo. What was my other prediction? Kylie Ray comes back and kills dead titties. And my other prediction is the monkey shot Johnny Bravo.
Everybody write these down, because when he's right, you'll know he's right.
I'm pretty decent, but I'm not 48 points decent.
Oh, shit.
Next is the Moose came out with his awesome music. I still miss his old music, though.
Yeah.
His old music was pretty awesome. But now he's a bad guy. Got to change it. I understand, or whatever.
He controls his own narrative.
Yes, and he just talked a lot of smack. Talked about Rich Swann, and then he said if Willie is able to make it or whatever, or is awake. I forgot what he said. He said some weird shit, but
Yeah.
it prompted Willie to come out. And Willie, I figured out why I love Willie's music. Willie's music sounds like the most disgusting stripper to come out on the stage. You know the now coming to the stage.
Sparkle.
Yeah, his music is the shit though. And he came out, starts beating on Moose, and Moose uses the cameraman to his advantage and gets the upper hand. And I noticed Moose used the same move that got Daniel Bryan fired the first time, and he choked Willie with the fucking cameraman's cable.
Yeah. Which you kind of thought maybe something was going to go on with the cameraman, because I think Moose pushed Willie and he bumped into the camera guy.
Yep. And that's
and
Willie
Willie just like looked back at the camera guy, and then that was just that split second he was able to hit Willie, and then Moose was like, "Hey, there's a camera cord here. I think I'll choke you with it." Detective Moose on the case again.
Yeah.
Found his weapon and used it.
He looked under a napkin and found a fucking cord. But I definitely think this is going to lead to a Moose versus Willie, maybe a turning point.
It is. Yep.
Boom. And then eventually it's going to be a merger of the two titles between him and Rich Swann.
I could see that at was it Hard to Kill?
Yeah, Hard to Kill.
They're big. Yeah, I could see that happening there.
Boom. So
Boom.
That ended. Then you get another. Everyone's got their eyes on Rich Swann because Chris Bay wants to go talk to Rich Swann. I really didn't get it. It was like Chris Bay was kind of saying congratulations, and then he kind of talking about like how he wants to get a title match, but not saying he wants to get a title match. And Swann's like, no, you're gonna get the you need to earn it. So it was a little confusing.
Yeah. Then Eddie comes in to grab Rich, and they just leave Chris Bay on the couch with Chris Bay talking to himself.
That essentially reminded me of like when Chris Bay is like me, and Rich Swann is the chick I'm trying to take home at night, and Eddie Edwards is fucking Mama Bear trying to pick up the hoe of the group. It's like, no, we're not having sex with any men tonight.
Yeah. Come on, ladies. Come on, girls. We're getting in a group. Get in a group. We're going home.
At this point in the night, I haven't got any dick. No one's getting dick.
Yeah.
So Eddie Edwards, he should be worried about his wife. She got alopecia. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. Yeah. She could be a murderer, too, for all we know.
A murdering alopecia. I mean, you lose your hair, you might as well start killing people.
Yeah, no shit.
And then they head to the ring for their match. Another backstage segment with all the group of Wrestle House and Father James Mitchell.
Yeah, and Sherlock Dreamer.
Yeah, Sherlock Dreamer. Yeah, that outfit's pretty legit.
Yeah.
And it's so funny. James Mitchell was like, "Hey, I'm the last person that would kill anybody." And he's like, "Who am I kidding? I would probably kill him."
Yeah, you get right. I'd accuse me too. Yeah, that's right. I'd go with that.
And then Taya says, like, "I've been really good," and Tommy's like, "That's exactly what someone who shot someone would say," or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But then they just gave everybody a bunch of mugshots. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, they could have just done this in a commercial, but
Yeah.
whatever. I got to see Havoc on the screen.
Yeah. The 1 minute that she had of TV time.
And then then finally we're at the main event.
Yep.
Oh, I'm right this time, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. The main event, Sami Callihan, Eric Young versus Rich Swann and Eddie Edwards. It was a match. I was expecting Ken Shamrock to be out there the whole time because it's pretty much how it was advertised.
Yeah, it was weird. It was kind of weird, but then you kind of thought maybe he was gonna do a run in.
Yeah.
So, but I don't mind. I don't mind them doing like separate, like with Sammy's entrance. It's just really weird to have somebody, especially since he's doing the new ICU thing.
Yeah.
It's really weird to have like somebody with you with him doing that entrance. So I kind of understand it.
Yes. So, I mean, there's a couple good spots. What was your favorite spot of this match?
Trying to remember. I don't really think there was really a good spot. I've always been a fan of Sammy's heel character work. And I think that's what keeps him somewhat around the top of the card, is that he's always that heel that in case of emergency break glass. Like he's going to be a guy plus he's really good in the ring.
Uh-huh.
So, and with him and Eric Young, I mean, like the guys, like they said during the match, it's like with those two, it's like when you, like in the comics, when you have two supervillains team up.
Dr. Doom and Magneto, you know?
So it was good. It was a good match overall with those guys, and having obviously the two top baby faces of Impact right now with Mr. Impact himself, Eddie Edwards, and the Impact champion.
Yeah, everyone was an Impact champion at one point in the ring.
Yep.
So you got that going. I kind of liked it, but it was kind of cliche when they did the double submission with the sharpshooter and the Boston Crab. But
yeah, well, there was that point too where I think Eddie and Sammy both tried to do the double
Eric, EY and Sammy
pile driver.
Yeah, thumbs up, thumbs down. They even did it together.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it came down to Ken Shamrock coming down, interfering, hitting Rich Swann, distracting Eddie, and I think it was a quick roll-up, kick out into thumbs up, thumbs down. Sami Callihan hits him with the pile driver, 1, 2, 3. And looks like we got a new ultimate faction of psychopaths.
Yeah.
And
then we found out later that night that Sammy and Rich are gonna fight at Turning Point for the title.
Yes, and we'll go over that next week because Turning Point is on the 14th.
Oh yeah.
But that was Impact. Good episode.
Yes. Good building episode.
Yes. Always with the building.
Oh yeah.
And then now let's talk a little bit of UFC. Next week we got a big fight. What the fuck is sorry, I'm trying to pull up the card. Okay, here we go. Events. I'm pretty excited about this. This is gonna be a good fight. Because Glover Teixeira is on the up and up again after having a disappointing loss to John Jones when he finally got his title shot. But him and Thiago Santos are going to be main eventing at ESPN Plus card.
Yeah.
Who you got on this one? Santos or Teixeira?
I don't know, because this one, I mean, Santos has had some momentum with him. He's been a finisher, but Teixeira's, he can finish people, but he's really good on the ground. But he's kind of getting older too. But I might have to go with Glover.
You go with Glover?
Yeah.
The odds aren't out yet. That's really weird. But Glover is the number 3 and Santos is the number 1. I
I think it could go either way. But
at this point, without the odds, I'm kind of fucked. But I'm gonna
Yeah.
go with Tiago, just to make it interesting. So I'll go Santos. You'll go Glover, Teixeira, and Teixeira was a big up and comer back in like 2013, and then he kind of just like fell off.
well, he lost it. Didn't he lose to John Jones? And then
Yeah.
after that he pretty much was in a spiral for a little while.
Yep. You're right. You got it.
Yes, sir.
You got to go to Costco now. And then next headliner, Andre Orlovsky. Holy shit.
I know.
He is back going against Tanner Bowser. I don't know much about Bowser. I know Orlovsky is hit or miss recently in his last like 5 or 6 fights. But Bowser looks like an up-and-comer trying to make a name for himself. He's 19-6-1. And he's 25 pounds heavier. His reach is shorter, and his leg reach is shorter.
It looks like he's finished his last 2 opponents.
Yeah. I don't know. I might just have to go with Orlovsky on this one.
Yeah, I don't bet against Andre. I've watched him even when I started getting into UFC is when he was with the fang mouthpiece and the sweet curl haircut and all that stuff. So I very rarely bet against Andre Orlovsky unless he's like facing like the upper of the heavyweight division.
Mm-hmm.
So I might have to go with you on that one.
And this is all before the weigh-ins, and this is all before the COVID. So please forgive us if any of these cards change. And then I'm gonna skip down to one of my favorites. All right, I gotta be biased on this one. So sorry, guys, it's over. It's time for the girls. Claudia Gadelha.
I knew you were gonna go with that one.
Claudia Gadelha. She is so fine. Versus Yan Xiano. I think I said that right.
Sounds about right.
From China, 12-1 with 1 no contest, and Claudia is from Brazil, 18-4. Claudia she hasn't lived up to the potential since she's lost to Joanna, right? She lost to Joanna.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, twice. So she's trying to get back into that title picture, but she's facing someone who doesn't know that much about losing. So I'm picking with my penis on this one. I'm going with Claudia Gadelha.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Claudia myself. I don't know that much about this other chick, so I always tend to go with the people that I know more about. So I'm with you on that one.
All right. Boom. And that's UFC. I think that starts normal time on Saturday on ESPN Plus.
Yep. No, it's on ESPN too.
Oh, boom. You don't even know Plus for that shit.
The prelims are on Plus, and ESPN2 has the main card.
Nice. Fuck. That sucks. Hopefully it's on Plus as well because I'll be on the road.
I would assume that you could possibly rewatch it on Plus.
Yeah, probably. All right. Are you ready for NFL Week 8?
Let's do it.
All right. I don't like Thursday games at all, so we're not going to even bother. It's a tough one to pick anyways. It's Carolina, Atlanta, but whatever.
What? Isn't it San Francisco?
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Sorry,
San Francisco, Green Bay.
We're on week 9. Week 9. I don't know why I did 8.
We're on the Cincinnati, man.
Yeah, I was on the Cincinnati. Lost that shit. All right. Boom. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine.
That's why I beat my dicks with sticks. He saves my ass all the time. Green Bay, San Francisco is Thursday, November 5th. And
Battle of the COVIDs.
Yep, not even fucking with that because I don't pick Thursday. All right,
Yep,
first on the list, Denver at Atlanta. Super Bowl. That was like Super Bowl in the 99.
Yeah.
You picking that? Or you staying away?
I'm going to sit out.
All right. Seattle at Buffalo.
Ooh.
That is a tough one to call.
Yeah. I'm going to go out. I'm going to say Seattle.
You're going Seattle. All right.
Yeah. Russ
not a
is
bad
starting
pick.
to cook, man. Russ, that last game with him and DK, plus Buffalo's not really looking on them that much good. I mean, Josh Allen's kind of coming back down to earth after being in talks with the MVP.
Yeah. It's in true Buffalo fashion.
Yeah.
Chicago at Tennessee.
You know what? I'll take Tennessee.
Oh my God! See, you're back at picking like more games than I've even thinking about.
Hey, I think Tennessee I just don't like that Chicago offense, and I think with this Tennessee defense, I think this could be a get right game for him.
It could be get back on the right track.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, they're fucked if they lose.
Yeah. Well, plus two, you could have that Chicago defense. I don't think there's going to be anybody that can stop fucking Henry. That dude will fucking run roughshod over him.
Yeah, in the fourth quarter, you'll start to see them break.
Yep.
Baltimore at Indy.
I'm going to go Baltimore.
I am staying away from all four. Carolina.
Let's just put it this way. I'm down two weeks already, so it's just like I'm in fuck it mode. Let's just go.
You're just throwing darts.
Yeah.
KC. I mean Carolina at KC. I'm going KC. This is my first pick.
Yeah, I'll go with KC.
All righty. Detroit at Minnesota.
I'm gonna sit this one out.
Detroit at Minnesota. Well, Stafford is out with COVID.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit that one out. New York at the Washington football team. Jesus Christ! Now,
I'm gonna sit this one out too.
how about this one? Houston at Jacksonville.
Oh,
I'm going Houston.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Houston too, because I don't think Minshew's back playing yet. I think he's still out.
Yeah, and Watson's still there. So.
Oh yeah.
Vegas at LA Chargers.
Oh, I'll go Vegas.
Okay, you're going Vegas. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, you have 6 games. I only have 2. Pittsburgh at Dallas.
This will be my last one. I'll take Pittsburgh.
Okay. All right. Then there's Miami and Arizona. I'll go Murray. I'll take Murray.
Yeah.
New Orleans at Tampa Bay. I'll go TB12 because fucking what's his name's throwing ducks. New England.
Well, +2. This is the first game that they're going to have AB in the lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been activated. They said he's going to play that Sunday.
New England at the Jets. I'm taking New England.
Can you believe what would happen if New England loses to the Jets?
Oh, Cam Newton will be crucified.
Shit storm up there in New England, just from the media, will be unbelievable.
Yeah, everybody will be like, man, fuck those fucking fuckers.
Yeah. Fuck Bill Belichick. We need a new coach.
He's a fucking pussy.
He's a loser. We should have kept Tommy.
I need to pick one more game. Jesus. I don't know where to go. Let's see. I will take the Giants. Fuck it. New York Giants.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
That's gutsy. I would have went Washington because that defensive line could be eaten against that Giants offensive line.
Yeah, but fucking River Ron's got cancer, so like.
Oh, so you think that will stop his team, or you don't think that would motivate him? I mean, shit. The guy was giving a motivational speech in the locker room during halftime while getting an IV.
Yeah, but like dude does not know. He's putting fucking triangle pegs in round holes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No.
No offense to people that have cancer. All right. Like, My dad's had cancer and he survived, but my dad was is like, hey, I'm gonna coach football still. Like, no, my dad was like, I'm gonna get treated.
Yeah. That's understandable.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then what's your pick for the New England Jets game? What's your score? Tiebreaker score? 13?
No, I'll actually go 32.
Oh, it's funny because I said 36 in my head, so you go there, John, go 36. I like it. It's a good score.
Yeah.
And last but not least, Full Gear is this Saturday. So go over quickly. I know you didn't finish Dynamite this week. I finished it. But it really didn't give me much news going into it because Impact.
Yeah.
I'm not Impact because fucking AEW at this point in like 1 year, they can't tell a story to fucking save their life. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no shit.
But going over the card, you got Orange Cassidy versus John Silver. I don't watch Being the Elite, so I don't know storylines from there. So
It's actually not too bad. It's one of those things that if you have some downtime when you're in El Paso,
yeah,
you can knock out a couple hours.
Yeah,
of watching them.
I bet. And like I tell like Monica, like I was like, dude, if I don't have ketchup on my hot dog when I get it, like I'm not eating the fucking or mustard of a relish, you know. I'll just eat a plain dog. Like
Yeah.
Like so I'm not gonna like it's on TNT, I'm gonna watch TNT. If it's on YouTube, man, maybe.
Yeah. That's understandable.
Because Raid Shadow Legends is fucking destroying my YouTube viewership because I don't give a fuck about that ad, and it's on every fucking day when I'm Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh yeah.
But Orange Cassidy versus John Silver, who you got?
Oh, I gotta go with Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, mediocre thumbs up to Orange Cassidy.
Yep.
John Silver, I mean, apparently he's hilarious on Being the Elite.
He is fucking hilarious.
But I don't know. If no one fucks the funny guy. So that's all I gotta say.
They've been so sporadic with booking with Orange. You know, he came off the huge win against Jericho, and then he lost to Cody.
Well, because they probably already booked Cody to lose to Darby.
Yeah.
Darby was looking like Sting all night tonight, but whatever.
Yeah. He's been looking that way the last couple of weeks.
Sammy, so this might be the match of the night. And there's like potentials of match of the nights throughout the night. But this might be the match of the night. Sammy Guevara versus Matt Hardy in the Elite Deletion match. I'm picking Sam. So wait, we both pick Orange. That's over.
Yep.
I'm picking Sammy to beat Matt Hardy.
Oh, I might go Matt Hardy.
Matt Hardy doesn't need a fucking win, in just my opinion.
You got to think about the whole inner circle shit with MJF too. Maybe we could get a little bit of that rearing into this match. I mean, did MJF pull a little fuckery, cause Sammy to lose? Because it's pretty much an anything goes match. So
yeah, is it going to be off-site? I think it's going to be off-site.
I'm going to assume so.
I'm picking Sammy. So here we'll continue this on with our picks too. So we both got Orange. I spelled orange wrong on my card. I spelled Orange. Wait, did I spell that right? I think I spelled it. Yeah, I spelled it right. I thought I spelled it wrong. Yeah. I'm either drunk or dumb. I'm taking Sammy, and you're taking Matt?
Yeah.
All right. Jericho versus MJF with Wardlow. If MJF wins, he's allowed to join the inner circle, which is kind of counterproductive in my mind, but whatever. I'm going with MJF.
Yeah. You wouldn't stop a storyline like this cold in its tracks with him losing to Jericho.
Yeah, plus MJF just needs to keep building that heel status.
Oh, yeah.
And I definitely think that whole match tonight on Dynamite was a ruse, and they're all going to turn on Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
Because you got people singing Chris Jericho's song every night. Of course he's going to be exiled from the inner circle.
Yeah. I mean, if you want him to stay, if you want him to still be the heel faction, MJF would be the ultimate guy to kind of take over the reins. So
yeah, and you know, Chris Jericho makes a perfect Ned Stark. He's been turned on by fucking Kevin Owens, and he's been victimized by Mox or Dean Ambrose in WWE. So yeah, MJF wins that one. Adam Page versus Kenny Omega in the World Championship Eliminator Tournament Finals. This has a potential to be in match of the night, considering what I've seen them both do in Ring of Honor and New Japan.
I think it is going to be match of the night.
But just because it's the match of the night doesn't mean it's not predictable. I'm going with Omega.
Oh yeah, me too. I got to go with my guy.
Yeah, hopefully he wins by fucking cheating, and we get Kenny the Cleaner back.
God, I hope so.
That cool motherfucker that wore leather jackets and didn't give a fuck what anyone thought, and always looked at you from like the side of his eye, just like whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I hope so. Been waiting for that ever since they started AEW.
Because the Elite needs to die. Because I mean, it's so popular, just need to kill it. You know?
Yeah. Well, it's just not even all that great. I mean, they're just so corny. And I want fucking cleaner New Japan Kenny Omega back.
Yeah, I mean, you've already done a year of like sacrificing your own selves for the greater good. Just fucking take the world over like you were supposed to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Next, Hikaru Shida versus Nyla Rose for the championship. I don't see why Nyla doesn't win this. If you can make a case for Shida, I mean,
oh hell no, they should need to go back to having Nyla as the champion. She's been the only one that has been a women's champion that it wasn't actually that bad. You know, you had Rio, and then they had Rose lose it to Shida, and it's just there hasn't been any traction with it.
Yeah, it's just Nyla Rose won it. She should have won it in the inaugural pay-per-view and never lost it after that. She should be the champ, like Bruno fucking Sammartino. Like Bay should never lose that title. Like, if I'm supposed to believe that this is real, Nyla Rose would kill everyone in that fucking locker room.
Yeah. Yeah, unless you can bring like a big name person over, there's no reason why she shouldn't be champion.
She should be fucking TNT champion.
Yeah, she should be champ.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got fucking Sonny Kiss wrestling Cody Jarrett and actually putting on a decent match, and there should be no way in hell that Nyla Rose should not be wrestling in a TNT title match.
Speaking of Cody, so we both picking Nyla, right?
Yeah.
All right, now speaking of Cody, he's on next versus Darby Allin in a singles match for the TNT Championship. Cody with Arn Anderson, which makes no fucking sense to me. If you own a wrestling company, why do you need a coach?
Well, why do you have a fucking faction? He has that goddamn Nightmare family. There's like half the fucking AEW roster in that freaking faction.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm being poo-poo. I don't mean to be negative. Fucking man.
Well, it's just stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I have a bunch of teenagers that work for me, and that's what I just feel like when I watch fucking AEW. It's whatever.
Yeah.
It might be the get off my lawn in me.
No, I feel the same way that you do, man.
It's like, Dad's not home. We're gonna order pizza every night. Fuck
yeah.
And his little fucking promo, you missed it, but his little promo after about what he said about how where he is now and where he's not supposed to be. It's like, yeah, well, fuck, man.
No, fuck.
If I trick the fucking dumbass kid up the street to pay for everything all the time, yeah, of course I'm gonna look smarter than everybody. Yeah. You know, the things people get around people, like they cheer for people that they're not supposed to just because it's contrarian, and that could be the
Yeah.
thing here. Well, yeah, it's not WWE, so fuck them. But
Yeah, I think a lot of the AEW fans are just pissed off WWE people, and now they have a company that they can get behind. And I mean, point blank, the only reason why I watch AEW is because I'm a huge Kenny Omega fan.
Yep.
Outside of that, I could give two shits about what happens and who else is on it or anything like that.
and that's the sole purpose that drove me to New Japan, is just to watch those Kenny Omega matches.
Yep.
And the whole reason why I started watching Ring of Honor was to watch the Young Buck matches. And then I was like, oh shit, we got Marty Skrull,
Yep.
and we got fucking the Kingdom, and
The man, the trend himself.
Matt Taven, and we got fucking Shane Taylor,
Yep.
and the fucking Briscoes. Like, I mean, ROH. I'm glad I started watching ROH because of the Young Bucks, because I love ROH.
And they're starting to build back up now too.
Yeah.
They got the pure tournament was over, and now we're starting to get some.
Yeah.
Shout
Shout out to my Bay's Bay. He won the Pure Championship, Jonathan Grisham.
That was
which is pretty obvious. Which is pretty obvious in my book.
Yeah, but he was well deserving of it. It was a good match. He's a good wrestler. So.
But yes, getting back to Cody versus Darby. Do you think Darby finally wins a fucking match against Cody?
I think he beats Cody.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he does anyway, so I'm gonna pick him, but I could be very wrong.
I'm going with Cody, just because I have no faith. I have no faith in Triple H. I mean, fucking Cody.
But plus, I'm riding in that hater bus with Ceizar. That just fuck Cody Jarrett. So it's just like, fuck him. I hope he loses every fucking match.
Yeah. I'm down with that, but I kind of, if you're a bet man, you got to bet the smart money.
Yeah.
I got to stop thinking with my tits and start thinking with my dick, because that's how you make it money.
Yeah.
Next, FTR versus the Young Bucks with Matt Jackson with the bum ankle.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think FTR beats the Young Bucks?
It would be very hard to say that the Young Bucks will never get another shot at a tag team title in a company that they part own. So I gotta think the Bucks are gonna win.
Yeah, the Bucks. I mean, they could bust a whole WWE thing where, like, we finally got AJ Styles and we're gonna put him in the main event and make him lose to Roman three fucking pay-per-views in a row.
Yeah.
we finally got WWE's best and we're gonna fucking beat them. I mean, 100 times out of 100 times, I'm gonna pick the Young Bucks, a Young Bucks match over a fucking Revival / FTR match, because I don't believe in Cash Wheeler and Dax Hardwood.
Well, plus too, I mean, with a lot of other wrestling promotions kind of getting up, maybe this is an opportunity for them to head to like NWA.
Yeah, that would be great.
I mean,
get them out, because I'd rather see Private Party fight the Young Bucks like every fucking night.
Yeah,
because
that was a good match on Dynamite.
I love me some Private Party, and I'm pretty pissed that they changed their fucking music.
Well, I mean, the Bucks are super high on them, so it wouldn't surprise me if maybe we get a little continuation between those two, and maybe they're the team that beat the Bucks. They win the titles off them.
Just like Chris Bay versus fucking Trey Miguel, I'd watch the Young Bucks versus Private Party, like 3 matches on a card.
Oh yeah.
But I'm picking FTR, and you're picking the Young Bucks. So we'll see. I have no faith. Plus, it's their own company. Of course, they're going to find a way to get another match. Just like I know Cody's going to be AEW champion, and like all the fucking losers that live in my basement are going to be so happy and crying that Cody finally won. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's always a way out. I mean, loser leaves town match means like he's on SmackDown tomorrow,
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You're right.
And then finally, in an I Quit match, Jon Moxley is going against the fucking custodian at your local fucking Walmart.
Yeah.
Eddie Kingston. I sent a message to the group chat tonight, like, you replace Eddie Kingston with anyone in this group chat and you fucking get the same, you get a better match. I mean, you know what? He's a wrestler. I'm not a wrestler. I'm just some fucking guy. But no way in hell is Eddie Kingston going to beat Jon Moxley in an I Quit match.
The only reason why I think he's in is because he can cut promos. I mean, I'm not very impressed with his ring work. I think it's just his talking and his promo skills that's got him to this and what's keeping him in this.
You put your hand in a bag of sand and you see all that fine sand and you throw it out the window in Brooklyn, you find 100 fucking million Eddie Kingstons. So
yeah,
you could have got anyone to just.
No, that's very true. I mean, you got a whole roster of people that you could have done this. You could have had face Mox, and you chose this guy.
Jon Moxley in an I Quit match is ultimately like booking John Cena in an I Quit match. It's not going to happen.
Well, plus also too, we got that promo from Pac this Wednesday, so I'm kind of hoping we get Pac and maybe he interferes to beat up Eddie Kingston and starts a feud with him, which I mean I'm gonna pick Mox because I don't think Kingston's gonna be the guy that's gonna take the title off him.
Oh yeah, never gonna happen. Even if this was a real fight, never gonna happen.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm picking Mox too. So by the looks of it though, there Sticks, you might be winning this week. I got some questionable picks.
I don't know. If I'm gonna lose, it's gonna be probably with the Avalanche on the NFL picks. So
I don't know. You got some solid picks. I went wild with the Giants and fucking Arizona and Houston. Those are crazy picks.
Are they though? I mean, this last couple of weeks in the NFL have been kind of weird. So
nothing's crazy during COVID.
Yeah.
But what do you got to plug, my friend?
Just the Still Real pregame IG page. Andy with an I, the main hoot himself, has been turning out content like a mofo. And I want to give a shout out to Bryce. I listened to the pod on Monday. That kid is you've got a star. And Monica, she's doing an awesome job. Love the intros. Love the opinions. Love it. You guys are doing awesome work, and just everybody. Also to everybody, send in some questions. Send in some questions.
Yes, please.
Some pregame tips. Send even if you just got some opinions. If you want to give out some opinions on like NFL, UFC, wrestling,
or hey, fuck you, shut up. I like it. Whatever.
Yeah, that too. I mean, send some shit in, man.
But hey, it reminds me, we got our first 5-star review on iTunes, Apple Podcasts from Sick of Everything. I don't know who you are, never met you, but you left it on October 12th, and I love you for it. 5-star review. This is the greatest thing I've ever had the pleasure of listening to. Thank you. That's what it says. So
that's awesome. Shout out to that person.
You might be like a little man boy or something in another country that is just a bot or whatever, but that's 5 stars that I'll never give away. So thank you so much.
Yes, shout out. Thank you.
And yes, you can find us on Google Cast, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Anchor. You just need to search Still Real Pregame. And please send in questions.
That's the show, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to follow at still_real_pre_game on IG and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Spotify,
Andi with an
and
R.
Anchor. Just search Still Real Pregame. Bye.
Andi with an R. Andi with an R.
So, who's your friend?
Andi with an R.
Indicator!